Hello again, folks. It's been a while, and I figured I'd come back and show you some more guitar tricks and tips. So tonight we're going to get into infection, and here's a fun story about that. I almost left that off of Poser. It was really close, like this close. I didn't feel like it fit the album because Poser was supposed to be kind of a party album. I'm not much of a party music kind of guy, but it's kind of what I was going for, and Infection was really like not that. And I was thinking maybe I'd use it on another album in the future, but hey, whatever. So I'm kind of surprised it's one of my more popular streamed songs. So it's got a lot of parts to it. So let's get to it. Starts off with a clean tone, and yes, I'm wearing pajama pants because it's the way I roll at home. All right. The opening little riff starts in, it's like an E minor. So, play an E minor. We're going to start with our second, or on the second fret on the D string. And then you're just going to let these, the G and the B string ring out. And you're going to do that entirely through this. So you got... That's the run, and goes second, fourth, fifth, seventh, 9, 7, 5, 4, 5, 1, 2. Let's do it slow. I think I played that 4 times, something like that. Then once I go through that, it starts with this. Nice. That's the Seasons in the Abyss chord, something like that. All right, so it's just an E, which is your first 2 fingers on the second fret on the A and D string. A C, just use your third finger, then back to E, then you go to the A sharp, and keep your middle finger on that second fret on the E on the D string, and then your third finger on the A sharp on the G string, which is the 3rd fret, so you're just kind of just in that chord, and let that B string ring out. And then I do a G, holding the E string down still, never really moving that second finger from the E on the D string. So we play a G on the E string, F, which is the 1st fret, and then open E. The cool winds of November, trapped inside alone. So I think I'll go through that for a couple times. And yes, the song's about COVID because I was stuck at home and it was November. That's true, because my son had COVID and we were all quarantined. Luckily, I didn't get it, and he was okay. We all made it okay, but we're stuck at home. All right. Then it gets heavy, so let's go to a nice chunky. Yes. You can hear the hum. That's a good sound. All right. All right. We are. All right. So then it goes into yes. So you're just a power chord on the 7th string or the 7th fret. So it's 7th fret on the A string and 9th fret on the D string. So I play that with the 1st and 3rd fingers, and you go. So that's, I'm actually alternate picking all of this. And because it's so fast, I would normally down pick everything. But that's a little bit beyond how fast I can do it. So I alternate pick this part. So when I go back to this, it's a D shape. And instead of using your pinky to go 1 fret up, which is from the 9th to the 10th, I go back down here to the D, and it's a 5 to 7 on the D string, and you go to 9, so that's kind of a stretch there. And that run, you got to do some pull-offs here. So it's on the D and A string, you have 9, 7, and 5, which is your B, A, and G, and then your F sharp, E, and D on the A string. Now, when I was first learning guitar, a million years ago, that was one of the things I wanted to learn to play fast. So doing hammer-ons and pull-offs, I would practice that. So just you pick it once. So and then I go back down to the 4th fret, which is a C sharp, and the 5th fret on the D string, and this play that on the 7th fret on the D string, which is the A, and then back to the D shape, and then I go into a so what I'm doing there is running this E and the B, which is just a power chord, the 5th, and this is a pull-off run here. It's on the 7th, 5th, the 9th, 7th, and 5th on the G string, and the same thing on the D string. I'm pulling it off. And then going back to the C shape, which is with the 3rd fret and the 5th fret. It's just a power chord, same shape as at the E. So, and then I do a hammer-on run going back up. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm playing this run here. It's a 3, 5, and 7 on the A string, which is a C, D, and E, and then a F. This is on the D string, the next string. F, G, and A. So. Then it goes into this riff, which is a open E, 3rd fret G with your 1st finger, your pinky on the A sharp, which is a diminished, and then with your 3rd finger you play a D on the A string. So it's me play a little run that's just the same chord, the Slayer chord again. It's first fret on the A string, second fret on the D string, and third fret on the G string. Sounds like this. And I run it. There's you could either sweep this, which means you're just going to scrape your hand down and then bring it back up. I found that to be difficult. I didn't get the sound exactly that I wanted, so I actually alternate pick this every single note. So all together. And got two guitars running when I play that. I wanted it to ring out. I didn't want it to be perfect. I wanted it to kind of slop together because that's what rock and roll is. And then it goes into a chunky part. And then you just play the Slayer chord, which is an open E. I'm just barring it with my finger. These two notes and the open E, and chunking it. Now, because I'm screaming over this or something, there is a little run that's there, and it goes like this, which is a diminished run. It's I'm using open strings and then hammering on to the third and sixth fret on the E string with my first and pinky, and then I play the same thing but one fret up on the second on the A string, so that's open 4-7, and then I play one fret up on the D string, which is 5-8, and then same thing again on the G string, one's fret up. The reason this song became a thing, and I'm going to switch over to my lead tone, which I think I will find much more pleasing. All right. Yeah. So, this song was built off of a tapping lick that I learned or taught myself or came up with long time ago. Never knew what to do with it. Thought it was cool. I wanted to do something, so I initially wrote the bridge section or the middle section or the end of the guitar solo, and it goes something like this. So it's really not that hard if you can tap at all. So what I'm doing, it's on two strings, the E and B, and I'm tapping on the 9th fret, starting off on the 9th fret, and on the 5th fret here. And I'm doing it in succession, so it goes. And then I play the same thing down here on the 7th and 3rd fret. Then I bring it back down 5-2. Then move it back to 7-3. And then I tap 12 and 9, and then 12, 8. So yeah, that was the initial thing that spawned that whole song. because I just built everything around that. So I'm trying to think. There's guitar solos, stuff like that, but that's the core of the song. So hope you learned something, and I'll see you again. I'll try to come up with something for Prairie on my next one. And if you got any requests or anything, any songs that you want to learn of mine, I will be happy to oblige. So I'll see you next time.